welcome to another episode of Pursuit Live. I'm your producer, Chris. Joining me as usual is your creator and co-host, Mr. Dave Hawkins.
What's up, killers? What's going on? We're coming to you live from booth 202, 203. How we doing tonight?
Dave, turn your gain up on your mic a little bit. As usual, Dave is always having technical difficulties. So, we're working through it. We're here live. We're at the show. It's still going on, but
Gonna turn the gain up on my microphone. Got two spare drums in the microphone.
just so everybody knows, I have to deal with this for another 2 whole days. So it should be interesting. But we're here. Empire State Outdoor Sportsman Show in Suffolk, New York. We got through day one here. Had a little bit of a rough start trying to finish the setup on time. We got it all together, though, and I don't know about you, Dave. I would say today has been an overall success.
Yeah, when you got 3 Type A alpha personalities in 10 feet by 8 feet, it gets a little saucy. So it was good. It was interesting. Nobody killed each other. There were some serious insults thrown out there, but we did all right. We got the booth set up. I won't paraphrase what you said about my mother. I will let that go, and we'll move on from there.
There may have been comments made. But yes, there were several Type A personalities here, including Art Celia from Red Sky Safaris, John Capsack of Only Bows, Mike Nitre of Boondocks Hunting, and myself and Rob were all Type A personalities here in the booth. And then there was Dave over there, straight Sigma. just
I'm not going to do it. It's what you tell me to put it down. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You got your room. I got my room. We're good. You see, this is what you don't have to deal with when nobody's there on the first day. You can do whatever you want.
I don't have to deal with this ever.
True.
My guys aren't like this.
So, yes, we do got Mr. Mike Nitre here in the booth with us. What's happening, buddy?
What's up, guys?
So, yeah, we do have Mike, as you can see on my camera, and also
got him in there a little bit.
Dave's camera there. He's kind of split screen. But yeah, overall a good first day here. We've been running the 2025 Pursuit Live fundraiser raffle to benefit the United Bow Hunters of New Jersey. We are giving away first prize, grand prize, only prize, a 2025 Matthews Lift X. Comes with the quiver, comes with the QAD Matthews rest, comes with the bridge lock stabilizer. Put a sight on this, put a peep sight, a D-loop, and you're ready to go. I don't know how much more I could say about this bow. Everybody knows me and Matthews. Like, they are the top of the line. They are the premier hunting bow available on the market. And
we'll have a PSC update next year, a real killing bow, real workhorse on the platform.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I've been digging at you all day. I'm not gonna make any comments with that because we're gonna take the high road on this. But no, we are selling them. It is $20 a ticket, 6 tickets for $100, and all the proceeds benefit the United Bow Hunters of New Jersey. So please, if you're interested in the raffle, all the money's going to a good cause. Please reach out to Dave or myself or Rob and get your tickets. We'll figure it out one way or the other. But it's a great package. All the money's going to a good cause. You can't go wrong with this. Yeah. Mike, however, won't buy tickets because he's a devout Hoyt follower.
Whoa! I never said that. I'm just waiting probably till Sunday. I bought tickets to the last one. If I win a whole book, wait. See, thought it was wait.
Maybe it's time to quit drinking, Mike.
Best bow in the world. But if I do win this Matthews,
you can't turn it down.
I can't turn it down.
Yeah, I would have turned it down.
Honestly, going into this year now, after my one mishap 2 years ago when my strings got all messed up, I'm still looking for a second bow, just to kind of have that, just in case something goes wrong with my Hoyt, I'll have that Matthews backup because it's an excellent backup bow.
All right, so when something goes wrong with your Hoyt, as we found out, what was it this year? Your bow was all jacked up.
2 years ago.
All right, so either way, in the past 2 years, your bow was jacked up.
You actually called me one day. You're like, bro, I got to talk to somebody about this.
Oh, it was stressful, and I think that's what led to me having a very rough hunting season a few years ago, the confidence was there because my strings were overstretched. I think just shooting so much of how much we like to shoot and everything like that. And at the time when I saw that they were just kind of used up, season was right around the corner. Then I could not wait a couple of weeks until they got in. I needed to get out there hunting. So that was more my fault than the bow's fault.
Well, I got a quick question now on these newer bows, these top tier flagship bows. Is there a break-in process for these newer bows and these strings? 100 shots or so.
No,
Okay.
no, and I can tell you that for a fact. These Matthews that I shoot, and I shoot them
You do.
right out of the box.
Okay. You don't get no peep twist or anything like that?
Nope.
All right, that's interesting.
This isn't a PSE. Okay.
Well, no,
This is a real
matter.
man. This is a real man's bow.
I put a very high quality string on and on my older bow, but they even said they recommend there is a break-in period because you will get some peep twist.
Yeah, they said that about mine, and I still haven't had that. My peep still hasn't twisted or anything like that. I think that's just something they still say, just like, hey, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Like, just make sure everything is good with your bow
Sure.
before 100 shots, 500 shots, whatever the case is. Wax your strings, do all the little work. We all know what it's like, especially once hunting season starts, how much of a mess we're really going into. We're going to thickets, we're knocking our bow around and everything like that. So I think it's always just a precaution, like, hey, listen, after 100 shots, just just take a look, make sure everything is still good.
Even just that bowstring wax, a couple bucks could save you headaches throughout the season, without a doubt.
I mean, if you guys say so, I own 3 Matthews, and I've never waxed my strings since I took them out of the box, and they work.
Really?
They work great.
Why not?
These bows have traveled around the world. And
I know, but why wouldn't you wax it? Are you against it?
I'm not against it. I'm just saying I haven't.
He doesn't have to. When you have 3 bows, you can just use them in
That's
circulation.
true.
Like
That's true.
they're not getting used and abused like our one bow.
That's
It's the
true.
player, not the game.
All right. Let's get Mike in the game here. Mike, what do you think from the first day you've seen here, being behind the booth now?
A lot of work. It's actually exhausting.
It is. As we said
Standing
that.
up all the time and having the same conversation over and over and over again. Like now I kind of see what it's like when I talk to the guys at the Great American Outdoor Show, and now that I know a bunch of them, they're like, listen,
Right.
this is grueling. Like this is a lot of work. And just seeing it here, I give it a lot of credit for everyone who does it, but I think it's been great. I think this is the perfect introduction for for myself, since this is the first booth that we have here this year, and we actually did pretty good. And the big part is I'm not really focused on selling stuff, just getting the brand out there, talking to people. But really, I gave out more business cards, I think, today than I ever have in the last couple of years. So I think that was key. It does help when you do sell some stuff because it does help us, do this more often. But I'm having a blast. The fiance is having a blast. My sister came, my nephew came, and more of the team will be here tomorrow. So I'm expecting it to be really busy tomorrow and Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun.
If you thought today was rough,
Yeah.
we'll be here for you tomorrow. But
Yeah, I
make
mean,
sure you get a good night's sleep tonight.
I
if
mean-
you thought today was rough.
I think it did, like we got that first hit of people that came, and it was the older crowd, and I definitely noticed, like, I love this, and I've been telling everyone about it.
Yep.
Like, our technology is so, like, we all have iPhones, we have QR codes and everything. The one guy whipped out a flip phone, and he was showing me gear pictures and everything like that, and I go,
That's
"No,
awesome.
I love this. Like, this is so cool. Like, talking to the older guys, and I mean, like, these guys were much older than what we are, but like just talking to them, and everyone was really respectful. They're loving it. It's just a whole different generation. But like, I'm kind of interested to see what we got for tomorrow.
Yeah, without doubt. Like you said, it's just those connections that we can make now face to face, in person, no matter really how busy we get. Because like you said, it will come in waves. I will give a shout out to the Empire Outdoor Show. We were talking about, they really promoted this second event, the more recent one, a lot more, we noticed. And I really hope that turns out to a great turnout, tomorrow and Sunday. We've been doing our research on this show, all of us kind of talking about it, talking to some of the local vendors here. And this really used to be, the best way I kind of figured it, as like a smaller Great American Outdoor Show. But this place used to be packed to the gills from what I'm hearing. So I really hope that the new ownership, they find that it can be productive. There's a lot of interest. This whole arena that we're in right now is filled with vendors, and that's what it's all about. Whether you're here for hunting, fishing, taxidermy, anything, you can get it here. So it's really positive to see all age classes, all walks of life.
Sure, grab a puck.
This is what it's about right here. We're doing a live show right now. We got like this little game set up in front of us. It's basically like a Plinko game. So they're going to drop the puck down, and if it lands on one of the winning slots, they get some free merch, whether a beer koozie or a bottle opener. And let's see. So she got a free sticker. Oh, there you go.
Oh, come on. I want something better.
All right, what?
Tell your people that are listening, I want to hit.
Oh,
See what they
oh.
Can I try again?
Absolutely.
Play
Go
again.
ahead.
All right, go ahead. Do it again.
So there's a couple on there, $5 off any merch. All right.
I'll take it.
Take one of the better decals. These ones in here are a little bit better. They'll hold up longer. Yeah.
My nephew, who's an amazing fisherman, does collect.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you for the decal.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the show.
So there you go. A simple sticker like that costs a couple pennies to make on Zazzle. I will give Zazzle a shout out because never thought I'd be on that website more in my life than I have been the past couple of years. But they do a good job. But to your point, like it's all about here. Just take this business card. If you look at it later on, great. And it's just all about interacting. People, hey, I do something similar. Oh, give me, what is it? I'll follow you right now. Because we know how important it is. Every follow does matter. We never thought we'd be living this life, maybe, but we are.
No, definitely not. And I actually just met a guy and his family that have been following us for years and listen to the podcast and everything like that. And it's first of all just to get that and the support and know that the support's out there and our listeners now that they came to the show and now we met them in person and everything like that. He brought his wife and his kids out here, so I mean it's a great feeling. And yeah, I never thought I was going to be doing this. I mean, I honestly thought I was going to be hunting and playing hockey and being a very popular hockey player, but I wouldn't trade anything in the world for this. Like I absolutely love what we do. I love hunting. I love being in the outdoors. Yes, I love hockey, and yeah, getting paid millions of dollars would have been nice, but you know what? Like at the end of the day, like this is the life that we have, and it's great and great friendships and families and connections that we've gotten, and definitely want to trade that in for nothing because look what we've been doing, and it's not about the money, but it's about helping people too, because people that listen to us, they may be having a shitty day at work and they choose to listen to us, they choose to turn our podcast on and everything like that. So that's a pretty good feeling, and I love doing that any way I can help people. It's the way what we're gonna do.
Well, listen, if you've been having a shitty day at work and you go home and just sit down, have a drink, and listen to me and Dave shooting the shit every on Friday nights, we're
It used to be a little interesting. I'll give you that.
helping you get through your week, then listen, we're glad to help.
Yeah. I mean, tip of the hat to Mike, though. You're on your fifth to sixth season, right?
Fifth season, I believe. Yeah, season 5. And then coming out with a brand new show, I believe.
He's dropping it.
Yeah. We're dropping a brand new show called Chase the Unknown. We got the shirt. We got the official trademark to Chase the Unknown, so that is 100% ours. So we really the plan there is with the Garden State is to get back to the roots of the show and talk about the great state that we have here for hunting. It's such an underappreciated state. We have big deer, we have big bears, we have waterfowl. I mean, we have black ducks, wood ducks. We have so many geese. I mean, just what we did this year with just the geese numbers and everything like that. And then, you're not even talking about freshwater and then saltwater fishing too. You can go shark fishing, you can go striper fishing, you can go tuna fishing.
Almost.
We have all these things, predator hunting, stuff like that. So like at the end of the day, like, and we can shoot $7 a year and unlimited does. So like, why am I going to go to Iowa? And don't get me wrong, I do want to go to Iowa, people. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, stir the pot real good. That's it. Stir the pot.
But why am I going to move to Iowa, right? And the amount of deer that I can hunt here, yeah, you know what? They got bigger deer, but hey, I shoot 7 deer. If I shoot 7, first of all, if I shoot $7, I might have to retire.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. And
You know who doesn't have a limit on what you can shoot?
Just think
Africa.
I'm just saying, Art, there's no limit on what you can shoot in Africa, right? No limits in
How
Africa.
did I know we were going to Africa?
Listen, I've been holding off for like they banned me from talking about it for like the last 4 hours. This is
That's strike one of the Africa conversation. If I hear engineer, we're ending it. And yes, I have a microphone. Bullhorn, whatever.
I also just want to take a quick second to congratulate John from Only Bows, who's going to be coming to work with me. He's going to be doing a lot of engineering in the city.
There we go.
Here in the near future. So, there you go, Dave. Hit the end button. Good night, everybody.
Nice. So, I mean, what else from day one? Besides it being a long day, it's a travel day. Well, you guys were here. You were here the other day.
Yeah, we were here last night getting a few things set up. We took a truckload of stuff down here to get set up. Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of a load off living a little bit. I'm only 45 minutes from here, so it's not so bad. We were able to bring some stuff down last night, brought a little bit more today. But overall, I mean, even today, because we didn't have everything here at once, it was a mad rush trying to get set up before the doors opened, and it was 12:01. We were done setting up. People were already walking in. It was
At 11:55, it did not look good. It was a mess.
It was a mad rush, but we got it done, and it's as Mike said, Dave and I have done a few shows now, and it beats the hell out of you. And you wouldn't think you think you're just sitting around, but it's not just sitting around. You're talking to people, you're walking around the booth, you're interacting, you're doing things, and even just standing or sitting in this one place it's not the most comfortable thing in the world to sit here in these chairs.
No.
It beats the hell out of you. And it's something that if you've never done it, definitely as Mike said, or as Dave said, tip your cap to the guys that are out here doing it and putting on a good show. And we're out here because we all like doing it. Yeah, that's why we're all here doing it.
I will say, Squatch and Frank, if you guys are listening, you're going to feel it tomorrow. So please bring your comfiest shoes, bring some comfy chairs. We have plenty of water. We have drinks and everything like that, but bring stuff that you're going to be comfortable in. And it is hot in here too, so don't overdress too because you're going to be sweating. My feet, I wore my comfy, cozy, furry Crocs, and my feet have been sweating since I got here this morning.
Those things are going to walk off in your sleep right out the door.
Safari attire is mandatory at a show. I don't care what anybody tells
It's got to be pretty. I'll give you
I'm
that.
sitting here in my short safari shorts.
They are short.
Definitely comfortable.
Those are like Hoochie Daddy shorts. He's showing a lot of skin there. Below the camera. No, we're not sharing a hotel.
I brought my Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Hoochie Daddies?
Yeah,
Wait,
I brought some too.
Wait until you land in Johannesburg, Dave, and you start seeing the shorts.
I live on an island. I know what dry is and salty.
I'm just saying, Dave. When we get you over there, you're be in for a rude awakening.
When Dave goes to Africa, I will officially listen. If Dave goes to Africa, I think I'll have to go to Africa.
I never said I was against it.
No, and I'm just.
I know these guys. It's the built-in motive of the show.
Saying that is, I know it's going to be a little longer down the line. Versus if I said, oh, you know what, if Chris goes to Africa, I'm going to go with him. Well, shit, I better start planning and booking my hunt now because I imagine they probably have one pretty close on the books coming soon. So,
well, which one?
Yeah, which
you want
one?
22, you want 26, 28? Which
there we go. Exactly. There we go. Exactly. I know Dave isn't going to the 26th one, so I got some more time.
Oh, we got some time. No, it's definitely you guys did a great job there. I know we busted each other's balls about it. You guys did a great job when you were over there. Art, who's sitting across from us, you guys have a top-notch setup over there. So there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Obviously, with that it's everybody's doing their part, working together as a team. And it's I don't know. It's really not much for day one. Day one's for me was travel day setup. It was steady. I think for the most part, I would call it steady traffic today. We didn't have the Thursday, so this year it's only 3 days as opposed to 4 days. So we didn't have the Thursday. Thursday, I think, was relatively slow last year until people got out of work, which makes sense for the most part. Or it was a little bit more the older crowd, which they're I think when they come in, they're more on a mission. Like, all right, let me get some tackle, let me check out a new rod, or let me check out what they got going on. But a lot of families, again, all ages, all different walks of life, just walking around and just really checking everything out. And it's really fun interacting. There's plenty of food vendors here and stuff, so you can definitely spend some time here. A couple hours at least going.
Oh yeah. Definitely, this year is a little bit better. I will say overall, as far as like the quality, not that last year the quality of the vendors wasn't there. It was, I guess, the quantity.
Yeah.
Where it was a little bit more varied. Where this year there is a lot more hunting and fishing and generally outdoor based vendors here, and it's everything from fishing charters, hunting outfitters to equipment,
Custom knives, everything.
custom knives, food vendors, taxidermy. You got Pursuit Live is here, so that should tell you everything you need to know about this show. It's definitely something you can visit.
Well, to speak on that, it's interesting if we're part of like the new generation of this show, and we're all getting in like on the first 2 years of it, let's say.
Yeah.
Like this very well could turn into like home base almost every year for us. It's not
Which I think I would love. Like, and we all talked about it. It's not a far, and we were talking about it earlier, Dave and I. Like, if it even gets to a third of what it used to be,
right.
I mean, that's still such a great thing. And the fact that you guys did it the first 2 years, now we're on year 2. We're here now, and we do plan on being here from now on and
right.
everything like that. And if this is the trend that we're going in, I mean, what's year 3 going to look like? Because
right.
I've seen already being a guest or whatever last year, somebody who's just walking through versus being actually running a booth and
right.
being a vendor here. The difference is night and day because there are so many more vendors here this year and more quality with the hunting and especially the hunting. Fishing, I think, is always going to outcompete hunting. Just it's the easier thing to do. People relate more to it and doesn't get as much hate as
right.
hunting does. But I think this year hunting has come a long way here as well.
Absolutely. Who haven't we touched on? I really haven't. Have you traveled too far? A couple rows over?
I've gotten down to the 400s. I haven't gone all the way down.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
don't
gone down that way.
I've gone nowhere.
I've kind of saw a couple of the booths that some people that we made friends with last year. We went and saw a few people, and that was about it. We really haven't ventured into the unknown too much here. Randy. Everybody knows Randy is a big part of the Pursuit Live team here. He's manning the NWTF booth. They're a few rows over. I haven't even made it over to see him yet. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to see, and it's a lot. Tomorrow's going to be busy.
Yeah, Rob was here earlier. Our production manager Rob, he was here. He helped set up and everything. He helped put the bow together, and he had to get to work, I think, tonight. So it's just a full team effort. I know we keep talking about that, and that's why when these guys go to Great American Outdoor Show, they're bringing 10, 12, 14 guys, depending on how big the company is. Yeah. And it's very, very hard to do this. That's what, 8 or 9 days, that show? That's
9, I think.
So,
and today I did it by myself. It was me and Bianca.
Right.
And like I have actually barely left our booth. I've only come to see you guys and just around here, which is literally a couple booths down, and then I've gone to the bathroom just because I got to be at the booth. It'll be a little easier tomorrow once Squatch and Frank are here and everything like that. I could probably wander a little more and go see some of the other booths and everything like that. But really looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's weird because, like, again, we're in the same position. We're not necessarily selling specific products. We're here to sell ourselves, promote our shows and brands. But it's not like we got a rack full of gear behind us that we got to sell and monetize. Yeah. So if you're in a position like that, and you only have 1 or 2 people, you really got to coordinate. Like, all right, yeah, I'm going to run to the bathroom, watch the man the booth. And then when you get that morning, it's always a morning rush. It'll phase out. You get the lunch rush, and then the afternoon. So but you know what? That's what makes the day go by. When everybody's just kind of hanging around talking, it's great. You crack a couple beers, get the music.
Oh yeah, we've had a few.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't partake out here on Pursuit Live, and we don't condone it while we're working in person. So definitely do not think that that's what we're doing.
I heard of some early cracking of aluminum cans pretty early tonight.
When's the bourbon coming out?
After we leave here, we didn't bring any tonight. It's only Friday night.
Yeah, you're usually drinking bourbon on Friday.
Well,
you getting old?
We're amongst
People.
That's
I'm
sports.
saying we're out in public. What happens in private?
Stays in private.
I mean, if you want to come up to the house, more than welcome.
I think we're definitely coming tomorrow.
Just saying.
That's damn good.
Dave finally broke into the fudge that I bought.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be going into a coma here in about 10 minutes.
Oh. Wow. So, this is what we're talking about. Homemade fudge. What, 2 rows over?
Yep.
It goes my cholesterol for the weekend. That's delicious.
What is that fudge? Where's that at?
Yes.
Right over there.
Yeah,
the
that's
food,
that.
yeah.
I'm gonna be getting that tomorrow, and some pretzels too.
That jerky stand. I got to hit that up. That was always good last year.
Yep.
All sorts of wild game jerky. Anything you could think of it like a county fair or anything like that. It's all here. Like literally under one roof. And it's just,
What, you don't want to come on, Jim?
we got wicked weights eyeballing us. Back this way. Okay. So again, it's one of our friends, Wicked Weights. We met them last season. We really didn't know what we were going to be in for. If we were going to be the rowdy kids on the block, which we were, but we didn't know if we were going to be.
When are you guys not the rowdy kids on the
We
block?
just didn't know if we were going to be accepted or not, and we have good booth neighbors, and it's been a lot of fun. So we're next year again.
I would agree. Last year we didn't really know what to expect. It was kind of us stepping out into a major show, and we kind of came with a big presence. And it, as Dave always says, people see through the bullshit. Just be yourself. And we were ourselves, and
For better or
people
worse.
loved it. They might have loved it a little too much.
Yeah, but again, we got the lead for this show from that event we went to out by you. It was actually Buckshot.
Yeah.
Buckshot Tactical,
Yeah.
so.
It was Buckshot had an event, and then I think it might have even been Stacy from
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
from-
exactly where. Yeah,
Outdoor Living Solutions. I think.
yes.
If I missed,
Exactly where we. That's exactly where we met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you never know. That's why it's almost worth it. All these local events, you don't know who's going to be there, what's going to come of it. So, if you can do it and you can make an attempt, and it's all that hunt local, support local, shop local mentality, it's real. If I'm going to give my money, so I'd rather give it to like a smaller shop with a great quality product than some of these big top tier companies with certain things.
Yeah, listen, why buy Sitka and Kuyu when you can buy Urban Pursuit and Only Boats? Just saying.
Now we're talking.
Oh,
Just saying.
I don't know. I got a lot of real tree on my stuff. I don't know.
There you go, Dave. Give your money to big companies instead of supporting the little guys.
geez, what an asshole!
Just saying.
What do you call it? The
Just
Gucci? I think Mike calls
Yeah,
it the Gucci. He called it
The
that often.
Gucci of the Whitetail Woods, Sitka baby.
Would you rather me wear real tree or Kuyu?
Real tree.
Kuyu.
Real tree.
Really?
I don't like Kuyu. I don't
Yeah,
like
well.
it. I have nothing against them. Like I just don't
No.
like that. One thing I will say, I was at the Osseo booth. I met Ryan, and I actually was loving the Osseo
It is.
pattern there. Like, I was really.
All right, well,
loving
this
it.
has been fun, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. Your booth is down there. I think Bianca's calling you.
No. This is the one time she's not calling me. She knows
It
I'm
does
always-
actually look like a swamp edge, like hardwoods. It definitely has that tree bark look to it. Again, Sitka to me just looks. I know it's digitalized for a reason. I don't know. It just never dawned on me to buy it.
I mean,
It is.
listen, I'm
Can't
still,
deny
I'm
it.
still waiting for Real Tree to be like, hey, listen, Dave, you're such a loyal customer. Let's hook you up because you live and die for Real Tree. Like
I always defend them. I went right to them at Great American. I stomped right in their booth and I said, I finally found the real camo company. They started dying laughing.
Great times. Love
This
doing
is-
that show.
Just
too,
so
with you
everybody knows, this is why at Great American Outdoor Show, we kind of go a little bit ahead of Dave and let him kind of do his own thing in our wake.
guys. Listen, I will tell you guys, being with the Only Bows crew, so we all meet up together, right? It's all of us. It's Boondocks guys. It's
Yeah, I don't
Urban.
get how-
It's Only Bows, and these Only Bows, first of all, came dressed like they were going on an African safari, right? And then just absolutely disappeared. They kept leaving Dave and I behind because you know what, David? We want to see some stuff. All they wanted to do was to go see the African hunt, right? Not only that, when we do get into where the African hunts are, they were at one booth. I said, all right, this is taking a while. We go take a walk. I took a walk, came back. They're still there. I go, okay, let me go try to find Dave. Can't find Dave. I lose Dave, but then I find him eventually back at the safari
Yep.
booth. They were at the same safari booth for at least 30 to 45 minutes. I walked multiple times. I went to go see Hunt, Lift, Eat, was hanging out with them for a little bit, was able to come, and they're still in the same booth. These
Over
guys-
warthogs. Warthogs.
Didn't they ask you guys if you were from Africa, but then they heard your
Gotta get
voices
the
and
New York accents.
yeah, and knew you guys were not from Africa?
All right, let me steal the show here for a little bit and explain something to you guys. All right, for those of you that have never been to Africa,
Oh, gosh.
as the kids would say, safari hunting is a whole ass vibe.
That's the second
All right.
time to use that today. No cap.
So just because
Bad
you guys haven't had the pleasure yet of experiencing this, when you do, you will understand.
All right.
And when you understand, there's no going back.
It's got nothing on hunting
There
public
is
land on Long Island.
No going back.
I will promise you that. You got Subarus chasing you down a bike path.
I will say it did even like my interest has been piqued in Africa the last couple of years with you guys doing it. But then you're like, oh well, guess what an African lion hunt is? And I'm thinking like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Like if you look at a Alaskan grizzly hunt, I mean, you got to shell out a lot of money. And what'd you say the price was?
$9,000.
$9,000,
Yeah.
and that was like, oh, okay, well I can go to Africa and do this, and it's nowhere even remotely close to the as with the
It is
expenses.
deceiving. If you don't know, it is deceiving.
very
And that's true. Chris was, he's always telling me the packages again.
It's not that it's deceiving. It's that a lot of people. It's got a bad connotation to it. I would say everybody is. They're not deceived. They're intimidated by the thought of traveling all the way across the planet to go on a hunting trip, and they don't actually.
There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of logistics even leading up to it. And if you
There is,
don't
but
know,
it's very, very manageable, and it is a daunting task if you're looking at it from the outside.
okay.
But once we really got into it, and you realize, hey, wait a second, your booking agent is taking care of XYZ.
Right.
Your PH is taking care of XYZ. Your outfitter, like the ranch that you're going to, is taking care of XYZ. In reality, the only thing that you'll have to figure out up front is your flights. And that's it. You tell them when you're landing. And that's it. They're there to pick you up. And from that point on, you're taken care of. And it's a lot of people they think it's, oh, I have to fly all the way across the planet and then we're going to drive into the wilderness. We're going to do that. No, these people, they do it for a living. It's imagine flying into Ohio or Idaho or New Mexico for a hunt, or Texas. It's no different. The hunting industry, especially like the outfitting industry, it doesn't matter where you go. It's the same thing. They're doing it the same way over there, and I would say arguably probably better over there than we're doing it here, because it is such a way of life.
I can't wrap my head around somebody's like over the counter ticket prices for like elk or moose, or like you go out west, and like once in a lifetime ticket. If you get this tag, you might not ever get it again. You might need 30 preference points or whatever, and then you're still paying $50,000 to go out for a couple of days. And what are your actual odds? Well, depending on where you go.
It's like Mike said, when I first became interested in safari hunting, we're talking decades ago at this point, but some of my friends, they were like, no, let's go to Alaska and do a grizzly hunt. Like, do you guys realize that for the cost of an Alaskan grizzly hunt, we can go to Africa and we can hunt 10 plains game animals. Right. And that's including our airfare and everything, flying over there, like for the same price. Right. And I don't want to say you're guaranteed in Africa to get everything that you're after, or complete your list or whatever it is, but the wealth of species and the availability of quality trophies over there it's so abundant that it's hard not to see and at least have a shot opportunity at almost every
animal on your list.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of animals that may not be on your list that while you're sitting there, you're gonna be like,
Right.
damn, that thing's good. Okay, do it.
Yeah.
You can always add on. You can change your hunt. Nothing is set in stone. The only things that are set in stone is your arrival date and your departure date. Because
Now,
you booked your plane.
Mike, you've talked a lot about Maine, right? You traveled up there before for bear hunting. Have you
I
ever?
haven't done a bear hunt yet, but I've traveled up there. I got family up there and stuff like that.
Is that one of those states where that's one of those prestigious tags? Like if you get a Maine bear tag, like you hit the jackpot almost.
No, if you get a Maine moose tag,
Oh, okay.
that is the jack. That is the. I think honestly, like if you get a Maine moose tag, go get a lottery ticket.
Okay.
Like my family's been doing it for 50 years, and I mean, most of them haven't even gotten it. Like my family.
Why is it so hard? Like, is it because of the population numbers?
It's a limited lottery.
It's a very, very limited. Maine is black bears, but we'll bring moose.
Okay.
Everyone wants to see moose, and I'll tell you, for someone who's used to seeing moose there, like I love going there, but I want to see moose.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, when I bring new people to Maine and everything like that, hey, when are we going moose watching? When are we going to do? Let's go see moose. Like I know this bog and this. Like my trip's about moose. Like I really want to go see moose and everything like that. To me, they're the ultimate game animal for me. And I understand why they have it. They want to protect what they have. And I'm okay with that. Like I'm completely okay with that. If I do get it, listen, that's great. It would mean a lot to me. But I'd probably go to Canada, honestly, a lot easier, and probably go do a moose hunt there and stuff like that, which is an option too. I definitely do plan on going to Canada to go do moose hunt. Still, Alaska's number one, but like for me, Maine with the family background to it and the meaning of it, for me, I've been going there since I was basically a baby. So like that is this is what I want to do, but I'm okay with them. I was supposed to go this year. My one of my cousins, the other side of one of the other sides of my family, they've drawn like 2 or 3 moose tags versus like my immediate family, we haven't gotten any. And they drew one again this year, and I was supposed to go, but my best friend was getting married, so I couldn't get. I was the best man too, so I couldn't go.
Sucker.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that because, like, man, how often am I going to get this chance? And I would have just gone just to film. Like, I was just going there just to film and be at camp and just see what it was going to be like, and maybe get a deer tag and maybe go.
Can you take a cow? Like, can you take a cow moose, or is it full?
You can get drawn for a cow only.
Okay.
So that's a specific. So like, when I fill out the tag, it's like, it gives me the option. Do you want to use, and you can use your bonuses for a cow, but I don't do that. I just hold on to my bonuses and stuff like that. Like, if I'm gonna do this, like, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get a bull.
How does the meat compare to elk? Like I've had elk, and it's delicious.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, would it better or equal to elk?
I can't. I love from elk to bear to moose to bison and everything like that. Like, I don't always but people put it up above elk and people don't put it up. But I'll definitely say like
Similar.
It's somewhere very similar where you're going in whatever you have. You're not going to be disappointed. Like it's great meat at the end of the day. So I don't think you can really like which one's better. I think it just really matters more about the person or however somebody's cooking it.
That's 100% true. Yeah. And you guys, you and Backdam and all those guys, the bear meat, Rob, you too, Chris, never really had it until I started, doing what we're doing. And it's damn good. It's cooked the right way. It's damn good.
It is. It's become probably like one of my favorite meats of all time. Like
it seems very versatile. Like there's a lot of dishes you can make. It's not like just steaks on the grill. Like it's very versatile.
And we're usually not making steaks with it because you have to like. The cool thing I like about bear meat is you don't have to worry about overcooking it because you do have to get it, but it's so fatty that it does it stays moist.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, so and the reason you want to cook it well with the trichinosis, right? Yeah. Is there a certain temperature?
I need it 160. Get it above 160, and even if you're paranoid with that, keep going. Like we were making meatballs one day, And I was like, meat pretty easy to cook, but I'm like, all right, like I know the temperature's there, but I'm gonna keep it on a little bit. And instead of drying out like your most meats, you can literally see the fat just like like cooling out. So it's staying moist. It's not drying out like you can't do that with venison. Like I'm sorry, but you're not
like chew it on a food.
Yeah,
it's not a fatty meat.
Yeah,
why bear meat? It's so not just the fat, the actual muscle tissue is very comparable to beef.
Right, your renders.
The fat content within the actual muscle fibers. So even and you have to cook bear well done.
Yeah.
Medium well or well done. But even if you overcook it a little, it's like Mike said, it's not going to dry out.
So you don't have to add pork or anything like that to fat. You can go straight up.
Not at all.
Yeah.
There's just so much fat on these things, like especially, but like when you're maybe like spring bears, obviously they don't have nearly anywhere close to because they're just getting out of hibernation, right? But when you're hunting them, say in New Jersey at that time of the year in that October, they're trying to put on calories, and all they're doing is eating, right? So when you're getting those fall bears, those are the bears that I really want. Those are the desirable bears. I mean, they're eating tons of berries. This year we weren't seeing bears on acorns nearly as much, and we're actually finding more of this. It wasn't a blueberry, it wasn't blackberry, but there was this like I can't remember what the thing was, but it looks like grapes kind of.
Okay.
And it's like this little purplish berry, and they were feeding on that. And if they weren't feeding on it, they were in the corn stalk, just mowing down the corn and everything like that. So we've gotten to the way of hunting it, and we've talked about it on the live before, but we've kind of gotten obsessed with not really baiting them, but trying to hunt them on their natural, where it's kind of like a guess game. Like, all right, we go scout the day before or whatever, we find what's in their coop, and then we kind of like move from there. And that's been really fun. But I think we're going to have a bunch of new bear hunters with us this year. So I'm going to be setting up bear station for them and doing the baiting. So they can get on bears versus me, Peyton, and stuff like that. We're going to get out there and just hunt the fresh sign and see what we can go with there and just try to get it done there. So we're going to have both of that.
I hope I can get out with these guys if it shakes out and I get an opportunity. That would be cool. A bear hunt, I would 100% count me. That'd be cool.
We've been trying to tell you for 2 years.
I know. Well, last year we really started talking about it, but I think hopefully next year I'll put my dues in whatever we got to do.
We'll get you out there this year, and
actually see what it's like dragging a bear out.
You guys should come out for. So we're going to be camping out. Come out for a night, and even if you don't stay, we'll come back, get a fire going. We were cooking it up and stuff like that. Our new guy Zach. Wait till you guys meet him. He's he does the carnivore diet. I don't know if he has gotten so great at cooking.
Right.
This man, his steaks that he was making, the venison steaks and everything were phenomenal. And he uses obviously the tallow oil from beef. And I don't know if that gave it a little bit extra flavor, which made it better and everything like that. Yeah. Then we cooked up Peyton's bear heart. That was the best heart I've ever had. And I'm a huge heart guy. Like I love heart, and I don't know if there's a difference between deer heart and bear heart. Like I don't think so. But it must have been the way that this man was cooking, because that was
magic touch.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, heart's hit or miss. That's definitely got to be cooked the right way.
I love it.
You dice it up, right? You dice it up. It's almost like calamari.
Well, there's different ways to cook it. I mean, I know some slow cooker recipes where once the big thing is take off the top.
Right.
Once you
or
take
tacos,
all that away,
I think I've even heard you guys make tacos.
Yeah, a lot of tacos. Put it in a slow cooker, cook it down, loosen up those fibers a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it out. I don't got it. You can slice it up, make sandwiches out of it. There's a lot you can do.
Oh, I love tacos too. But what I do is I tell people that ask me, listen, if you're doing it for the first time, you cut it up, you clean it up, season it, I marinate it, and then I cook it like a steak. And I boom, then that's how to me, it's like more of like a mushroom.
Okay.
Like it reminds me a lot of a mushroom. Like how the vegetarian they have the mushroom steak. Burgers. That's like when you eat that. That's kind of like it kind of goes. But this is still to me like a much better.
That's some real carnivore shit though. Like I don't replace my steak with vegetables.
Well,
I replace my meat
I don't
with other
either.
meat.
I don't either. But unfortunately, I know a bunch of people that are, vegan or vegetarian and stuff like that. And listen, this is what they do. So, like, when food's in front of me, like, listen, I love mushrooms. So
Yeah, you're a food junkie. Yeah.
I'm a food guy. I love food.
Yeah. Well, I think if we bring it back to more of the show, we went off on a little tangent there, but that's all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, you go down some rabbit holes.
Let's we'll keep it with Mike. Mike, what's a goal you want to accomplish tomorrow? As far as do you have a certain goal you want to sell, or is it just really just getting the name out there, pushing the brand, talking about the show?
Just getting the name out there, pushing, the Garden State Outdoorsman, pushing now the new show that's going to be coming out, and our brand. Like, this is the first year, so there isn't really a set goal of, hey, I need to sell this and that. Like, I need to do this. Like, we had a TV malfunction, so I'd like to try to get going to get a new TV and get the TV up and everything like that. Like, take it in strides. Like, this is a phenomenal experience. I'm enjoying this. I'm loving it. There's no pressure on it. Just like, hey, let's take it as it goes, and let's just get our brand out there and just talk to people. I'm kind of like, hey, listen, if I get some followers and like people, and they want to join up with us, they want to come to the game dinner, they want to come to the archery shoot and stuff like that, and kind of grow into the family. You never know who you're going to be. And look at Dave. Dave and I met at at the Great American Outdoor Show. Then I met Chris, and look at the connection and the brotherhood that we've all made. So, like, if we can meet somebody like that here, like that would be great too as well.
Not for nothing, the Great American Outdoor Show is like Match.com for outdoorsmen.
It is.
Because that's where I met Dave. I'm just saying, like,
it's better than Farmers Only. Way better than Farmers Only. And we got back in productions right next to Mikey too as well. So you guys got to check
out their booth. Is phenomenal. They did a
really good job.
Really good job on their booth and everything like that. So
bunch of rack products loaded up. I saw.
I love those guys. I mean, I've been so close with them for years, and it's nice being next to them. Hopefully next year we get literally right next to you guys. But it's been a blast.
They are creative with their recipes. Anytime I watch Mike's what he's cooking and how he's cooking, whether it's like a traditional Guyanese, yeah. So whether it's like a traditional style or just whatever, they're very, very resourceful, and they use everything.
Everything is straight. Like, they're the back dam. Like, it's where their country, and everything that they do, from cooking to just even simple builds and stuff like that. Like, they do whatever they need to do to get it done, and it does show. Like, hunting is one of those things where it's gotten so expensive, but listen, you don't need to do all that. You can do the way that they do. And listen, you don't have a certain stuff, we'll make something out of it. Yeah. We'll do this. Like, at the we were flipping burgers because we forgot the spatula with the cutlet. So like, do whatever you got to do, real back dam style. So that's what I love from those guys.
So, well, producer Chris, what do you think? Do you have a goal for tomorrow in your mind, or we just let this shit show continue?
I want to raise some money for UBNJ.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my goal. Listen, if we can help out Pursuit Live a little bit here, gain some followers for the show, kind of promote the show a little bit. That's a huge undertaking, and that's something that we always want to see. But if we can help raise some money for UBNJ, that's kind of my main goal. My second goal, maybe sell an African safari, Red Sky Safaris. Third goal, not punch Dave.
I'll take that. Right back at you. If we make it to Sunday with no black eyes, we're doing good.
Real quick, the wife is calling me. I'm gonna go start packing up. Pleasure.
It's been fun.
Brother.
Catch you later.
I imagine I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah. No, I agree. UBNJ, they were very, very supportive of us early on in the stages of this show, and anything we could do to kick back to them, just as a sign of appreciation. We got Johnny Cap tapping.
We got Red Sky Safaris over here.
Mr. Moustache. Mr. Moustache himself. I'm gonna rock
whoever books a safari with me, you get a free Impala. Okay, free Impala.
You heard it.
I think I'm gonna go to a mustache. Should we make a team decision? Really piss Kate off?
You're a mutton chops kind of guy.
You are a mutton chop.
I'm not mutton chops. I ain't doing that. It's either goatee or beard.
Come on, a mutton chop.
A goatee screams.
Let's get a vote going. You think I can rock a stash? I think so.
No, you can rock a stash.
Might look a little far-ish. I might regret it.
I'm just go the mutton chops
For one day.
Do it for a week.
Feel it. Feel it out.
Because
Feel it
listen,
out.
if you take all this off and you just go with the chops,
Yeah.
leading into the mustache, do it for a
Just
week.
start
See how-
ripping
see how it
Marlboro
feels.
Reds.
And if it doesn't work after that week, okay, then you back it down.
I get a 93 like Mustang 5.0 ripping Marlboro Reds and a jean jacket.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
America.
These
Marlboro Reds and
people-
Bud Heavy.
All right, shout out. No shout out to Buckshot Tax Service. They hit the candy. I was gonna grab a piece on the way out.
All right, so we're calling them out. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and Buckshot Taxidermy hid the candy bowl. We are revolting.
So speaking of which, it's probably almost that time, right?
It's almost that time. They're starting to shut the lights out. They're not kicking us out just yet like they did last year. But
So I guess let's wrap it up though, so we can get this posted. And
so what do you got? Give me your goals.
no, I said it.
Us.
I said it when Johnny was joining. We want to support UBNJ, and yeah, they've been supporters of us early on, and anything we can do to get back to them, that's our goal for tomorrow. So yes, without a doubt, I got $20 ticket, 6 for 100, and it's a great boat. It's a great setup. It's honestly about it's a lot of money.
Marty, we'll see you later.
Not give Chris a megaphone. It's my second goal.
Whoever booked the Red Sky Safari tomorrow, free Impala.
So all right, we are going to wrap it up. We got Wicked Weights diving
Oh,
in.
they finally.
If you guys are coming, they're right next door to us. Check them out. Anything you need fresh water wise, they got a whole setup here.
We're very friendly.
They are very friendly. That's our booth neighbors, and we're proud to have them. So, booths 202, 203, Empire Outdoor Show.
Can't miss us. We're by the front door.
You're not going to miss us. I promise you that. All right? So, we'll catch you sometime tomorrow, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll check everybody again here. Maybe we'll do another show tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see how we're feeling. But thank you for tuning in. If you can, check us out. Empire State Sportsman Show, Rockland County Community College here in Suffolk, New York. You can't miss us. We're all here. It's a good time. Check us out. We'll be here till Sunday. That's about it. So everybody, Sunday. So everybody have a good night. We'll see y'all later.
Later. Be good.